I did. I made a portal by spawn then, and I spawned in right next to this. I mean, that's ridiculous. I've never had that happen before. So maybe we'll get lucky and there will be a blaze spawner very close. Welcome everyone. I'm Clobberstomp, and this is All the Mods 10. How are you guys today? I'm having a fantastic day, and I've got some exciting news. Last episode, we were looking at Ars Nouveau. We got started, but where's all my stuff? It's missing. Well, today's moving day. What happened to all my things? Well, I found a place to live. I have moved most of my things over there. I left some of this stuff here for if Phantom Striker comes into the server, he can use these things, and we have some things going on there. I have not moved my bees. I may leave these here. I don't see any of the leaves changing in these, the teak and jungle and teak or dark oak. I've been hoping that my bees would populate or pollinate these leaves so we would get some different trees. They haven't done that yet, so perhaps I will take these and get rid of them. Well, I did a whole lot of exploring off camera, and I was looking for different biomes using the, what was it? The last thing we looked at was the Nature's Compass. There are so many cool things to identify, but all right, let's go to Clobberstomp's home. I'm about 4,000 blocks away. Oh, look at this, really cool. Now, actually, before I show you that, I want to show you this Sakura Grove. And this is such a cool area. Look at this. And I was gonna build up here, and because there's like these really awesome biomes that there's like that aspen forest and Sakura Grove, and then there's like this. I was gonna build up here. Yeah, you can see I cleared a little bit of a spot. I was gonna build right here because I'm in the middle of all these really cool areas, and it looks really nice, and I'm really close to the water down there, down that way. It's not rendering it takes a little bit. There we go. You can kind of see it through here. There it is. And I thought this would be a really cool place to build, but I did a little bit of exploring around this area, and I found my home, which was just around the corner. And I thought this was a better place. And there's like, we're in an orchard, so there's a lot of like really cool blending of all these particular biomes. And I just thought it was such a cool area, and I couldn't help myself that I had to get started. And there's my stuff. There's my area. I moved it all. Look at that. So I love the color of the green grass. It's so bright and vibrant. It makes me happy. So that's really why I decided this area. I was going to build on this side, and then I thought, oh, well, I had a moment of inspiration where I thought, well, I'm going to build over here because I want to spend my time over there looking at this side. So let's go over there and we'll see what the view looks like. I love those flippers. I move so fast through the water. And if I'm over here, look at that beautiful view. It's so amazing. I got those really cool apple trees. I've got the aspens and maples and spruce. And I've got that nice little area over there. And then I've got the whole Sakura forest up there. What's really cool is I got a crater right over there, which is nice. We have yet to explore that. But really, I've gotten started with my base. Now, my base is not, it's just a flat open area. So it's not really a base, but it's kind of an area, right? So I moved some of my magical crops or mystical agriculture crops over here. I made some of my mage bloom seeds over here for Ars. And last episode we were doing our Rs, but now I've got like a little setup here. I've got my enchanting apparatus. I've got my scribes table and my alteration table. And then I've got all of my imbuement chambers. And I've got a whole bunch of storage. I did some organization. I moved a lot of the stuff. I did it all off camera because I thought that would really kind of be boring. So I've got blocks, wood, growables, bees. So if I go into each one of these, I've got some organization finally. Now, this is not a foolproof, finished, storage system, but it's going to keep us you know, going for a while. We've got mob drops. We've got all of our ores raw in their raw form. I wasn't sure if I put the Zycraft stuff in here or not, but anything that you mine and it gives you a block, I thought, okay, this is the form it needs to be in. And then I've got dust and ores. I've got a few open ones yet. Ars Nouveau is all right here. I've got nothing, and then tools and armor. And we've got a miscellaneous chest I have to still organize. Yeah, some of the stuff I don't really know where it needs to go. Like, where do I put some of the AE2 stuff? I don't know. I do have some options. And yeah, the nice thing is I also went ahead and did a ton of mining and got all of the stack upgrades for these. So we can fit up to 16 stacks of each block. So we've got tons of storage right now. We're not going to have to worry about it until we get to like AE2 or something more sophisticated. Oh, and what I want to do is my base is going to be in that mountain. I want to build some sort of very majestic and massive entrance that goes into our base, and our base is going to be inside the mountain. I don't normally build inside of things. I usually like to build in negative space instead of in positive space. So this is going to be different for us. I'm going to build into the mountain. I'm going to build maybe some sort of crazy arch or whatever. The inspiration is striking me. I'm not exactly sure how or what we're going to do, but there might be a grand staircase going up to maybe right where that natural indent is with some really tall pillars, and we'll make it look really cool. Maybe some sort of neo-Gothic type of architecture. I'm not quite sure. We've got a ton of options. And then I've got this whole flat area over here to work with too, which I think we might be doing. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I think what we probably will do is put our tree farms over there where we're breeding our trees up, and put some of our bees over there and use that as a nice area too. Plus I have this area over here as well, so I can kind of flatten this out, and we can maybe do bees and trees over here as well. So we've got farms, trees, bees, we got all kinds of things going on. I'm very excited, and we're going to get more into mystical agriculture and Ars as we get started. But what are we going to work on today since I've done all that stuff? Well, I've got this really cool suit, so I think we might color it. So we might have to get ourselves some different dyes and things like that, which, you know what, the one thing I did miss was all my dyes are at the other location, which is okay. We'll take a look at that later. However, the main thing I wanted to get into was glyphs. So if we go here and go to Ars and do glyph, these are all the things that we need to do, and there's a few specifically that we need to look at. So, whoa, I didn't want to do that. What you need to do is come to your scribes table, and you see those things floating up there. I've got a helmet and some essence. If we right click on here, you can click on any one of these particular glyphs. I don't know what Wololo is, I'm not sure, but let's say we wanted overhead. If we do left shift, it'll tell us target a block above the caster's head. Okay, let's say we wanted that. So we would need an iron helmet and an air essence. So we would have to we would get an iron helmet, an air essence, and we would throw that on here, and it would give us a glyph. Well, we're not interested in that one particularly. The ones that we are looking for today are slow fall. That's one. And then the other one is amplify. So let's start with amplify, and we're going to need a diamond pickaxe. So let's go make a diamond pickaxe real quick. Where's my diamonds? There we go. 1, 2, 3. And up here. Oh man, it's so nice to have some organization. I know where things are. I'm starting to get into the habit of knowing where the stuff is, which is really nice. So, oh, I did not click on it. So if we click this and click amplify, and we click that here and select it, it's going to, now we need that. So let's right click that, and the little scribe is going to go do its thing. It's going to go. There we go. We now have amplify. We've learned and unlocked amplify. Cool. So now if we go into our spell book and we look at amplify, it's now available, which is really, really nice, right? Awesome. So, okay, now we're going to make one that's a lot more complex. We need to make ourselves slow fall, and we need actual air essence to do that. So let's go here, and instead of glyphs, let's do essence. And let's go to the imbuement chamber. So in the imbuement chamber, we need to put imbuement chamber. Oh, we need, so we get air essence if we have a feather, a arrow, and a Wilden wing with a source gem. So if we do that, let's get a Wilden wing, a feather. I think arrows are in here. Yeah, I put these are all mob drops. And we need source. So if we get a source gem, I think if we do this, I think if we go here, put this guy here, and we put this guy here, and we put this guy here, and then we put a source gem in there. That's not correct. What did you mean to do for this? So I've done something wrong. Okay, there is a way to do this. It said imbuement chamber, so this is obviously not the imbuement chamber, but maybe we need to... Okay, I believe I figured this out. So you can use those extra pedestals that I made. Yeah, I've got a few more, so we might set more of these up. But take an imbuement chamber, and you take your guys like this. So we need a Wilden wing, a arrow, and a feather like that. And then we're going to take our source gem and put that in there. And then we're going to wait. We're going to let that do its thing. Look at it's pulling all the particles. It's doing its thing. Now it requires an amount of source. So if we take this source bottle and maybe place that there, it'll go faster. Look at, and now it's going to go a lot quicker. So the idea for building all your source is really important. And there we go. We now have our air essence. So let's take this down and we're going to put that back. Now I will have to come up with a different setup. I don't want to keep moving this stuff back and forth. So maybe we set it up where the source, the apparatus is here, and then we put one or two of these kind of along here. We'll get a thing going. But look at it, doesn't even consume the other idea. So we can probably leave this set up and just make source gems. There's probably a way to automate this even. Okay. So we did that, and we want to make slow fall. So we're going to need air essence, a Wilden wing, 1, 2, 3 feathers, a blaze rod, and nether wart. I don't have a blaze rod or nether wart. We haven't gone to the nether yet. Shoot! Okay. Look at this. So I made our portal at spawn. Well, first of all, I made a portal by my house, and I spawned in. And I didn't see anything of any type of, resemblance of a structure or anything like that. And I tried using my compass, but the compass does not, it does allow for nether waste, so we could find biomes. Oh, can we choose a different? Oh, by name, by source, by tags, fortress. No, so there are different ways to, oh, nether. Yeah, okay. What other options do we have? By rainfall, by temperature, by name. Yeah, okay. So I did, I made a portal by spawn then, and I spawned in right next to this. I mean, that's ridiculous. I've never had that happen before. So maybe we'll get lucky and there will be a blaze spawner very close. That would be really kind of tremendous. I'm not sure. This looks like just a very small thing. We can get ourselves some glowstone. Actually, I did already get some glowstone, but what is that? Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do some searching here. I don't know if you guys really want to see all this stuff, but perhaps a piglin. Okay. Nope. All right. See you, buddy. Let's do that. Okay. What is that? Blaze gold nuggets. Oh, more Wilden wings. You know what? Let's grab all this stuff. We don't know what we're gonna need or what we won't. So let's follow this. Let's see if we can find ourselves some blaze rods. This is going to be quite dark, so I do apologize. Redstone? Awesome. You can get just straight up redstone. Okay. Is that nether wart? We do need nether wart. That's redstone bulbs. Okay, that's something different. Does give us bulbs though. That's kind of neat. Okay. Well, that's not something you see every day. Is this like a castle? I really have no idea what I'm going to run into in here. This seems scary. That looks like... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I forgot there's mean stuff in here. Oh boy. Yep, withers. Oh man, that was scary. I don't care about withers. I just want to find a blaze spawner. I haven't found one yet. Okay. I don't want this whole episode to be like about withers and exploring the nether, of course. Blackstone. There's another wither. Okay. I'm going to go look around and see if I can find ourselves a blaze spawner. And I will bring you back when I find something else that's interesting or menacing, or if I die. Okay. Peace out. Okay. Apparently there's a lot of towers here with loot. I'm not going to get all this loot because... Okay. Yeah, let's get away from the wither skeletons. Because I feel like we are not prepared. Do I have my other armor? I should have brought my other armor because this is... I'm not prepared for this whatsoever. There it is. I found a blaze. Woohoo! Ouch. Give me a blaze rod. Damn. We're gonna die. Hope I don't die. Oh, okay. Did we get a blaze rod? Are we safe? Oh, man. I did not get a blaze rod. I need to move some of this stuff because I don't think I have enough room. Okay, let's move that stuff into our backpack. Let's get healed. I thought I saw it drop, but maybe it did not. Come on, man. It did. It did. I thought it did. Yes. Oh, yeah. We got a blaze rod. Okay. That's only one, though. I think we need more than one for the actual... Okay. This is where we came up from, I think. Yeah, from down there. Okay. Oh, I don't have it listed. Shoot. Okay. But seriously, what are the odds? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's take that stuff off of there. Move that. Take that. And B, let's move that where it needs to go. We'll unpack that stuff later. Okay, let's take a look at that glyph again. We need to make the slow fall and select that. Okay, so we've got we only needed one blaze rod. I checked. We're good. We didn't get any, we have all the other stuff. Do we? I actually don't think so. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to go back and get nether wart. I didn't get nether wart. I knew I was missing something. That's okay. Do we have more feathers, though? We do. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and there. Okay, I did find a little bit more, and I did find some nether wart, and there we go. It is scribing. Sweet. Give me that guy. Come on. And learn that. Okay, So now, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I did grab a couple more so we can plant that too with some netherrack. Which coincidentally enough, I never got any. That's crazy. Okay, well that's fine. All right, well, the first thing we want to do is we need to make a new, this is going to be fly. We want to be able to make a self, and we're going to make a new spell, and it's going to be leap. And then we're going to, oh, can we not? Why can't I make? Oh, a novice spellbook. I bet I have to make the next one up. Mage's spellbook. Oh, bugger. I need more blaze rods and quartz. Okay. Okay. I think we've got all the things. I need some obsidian. I think I have one. Oh, good. One. Perfect. And some diamonds. And I think we're good. I think we can make the novice. Can we make this? Right? Why won't you click in there? There we go. Yes. Oh, come on. I keep doing that because it's still set to break. Okay, here, now I think we can... Do we have access? We do. We do have an access to amplify. Sweet. Flying. So we're going to do... this is going to be on self. Oh, we're going to get rid of that. Self. And we are going to do leap, so we can jump really high. Then we're going to do 2 of these for amplify it. And then we're going to do slow fall and create. And I think... Oh, we now have flying. Woo! And... Oh, yes. That's great. So it's limited because our mana pool is not super high. But... it is better than nothing. And to be honest with you, this is better than having a jetpack. This is great. So we will have to figure out how to get more mana. Okay. Yeah, we now have flying. We can fly. Okay, I feel so good. We can now travel the world so much better now. I'm really happy about that. We need to figure out how to update our regen. Now, so if we can get our, you guys can see the mana bar down below, down here. If we can get that to regen faster, I think things are going to be much better. So that way we have the ability to kind of just keep indefinitely flying. I don't know if that's a possibility or not, but I'm guessing that with... let's do robe. So that's tier 1. Those are all tier 4. How do we get tier 2? Tier 2. Okay, this is the tier 2. That's tier 4 stuff. Well, how do you get tier 2? It's a good question. That's something we'll have to investigate. We'll have to see if we can upgrade our gear so we can get more mana regen and add our mana pool to be bigger. That is something that we can explore in another episode. But I thought there was a way to add more. So let's do uses. Okay, so tier 2. No. That's tier 3. Ah, here, tier 2. So 2 blaze rods, and that's a magic armor upgrade, and that's in the magic armor upgrade. So tier 2, that does 2 mana gen and 60 mana reserve. So if we can just get to 2, we only have 1 blaze rod. I have to get more. Shoot. Okay, so we're going to have to do another run, and maybe we'll do that in an episode coming up. But all right, friends, this was Ars Nouveau, Glyphs, and essence and flying, and we took a dip into the nether. So this was a super fun episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Take care and have a great day.